Welcome, blooms, buds, butterflies. Hello, everyone. So today we are going to be doing our Behind the Bottle Thursday, and we are going to be talking about sweet fennel or fennel sweet today, which is amazing because that is our free product of the month. If you are a current wholesale member and you place a 125 point or PV order or more by the 15th of this month, you actually get a bottle of fennel for free. So that's absolutely amazing, right? That we're actually talking about the free bottle of the month, the free product of the month. So let's go ahead and deep dive into some fennel with our Behind the Bottle Thursday, shall we? So fennel actually comes from the parsley family. If you did not know that, fennel actually comes from the parsley family. So how we get our fennel is it's actually steam distilled from the crushed seeds. So we actually crush the seeds and then we distill it, okay? Alright, so the primary common uses for fennel is it helps with blood clots, it can help with bruising, it can help support digestive system, it can support kidney stones, okay? It can support lactation by, if you are someone who just had a baby, or if you know someone who has a baby who had a baby, maybe they're not producing enough milk, they can actually apply the fennel onto the breast and it can actually help increase and support the increase of milk production. It can also be used for tissue like toxic cleansing. It can be used for wrinkles as well. So those are just a few of the common ways you can use fennel. So the common application methods for fennel is that it can be applied neat. Now again, if you're new to us, neat means non-diluted. However, I always 100% recommend that you dilute your oils, not because not diluting them is going to be harmful to you, but because when you dilute them, they will actually last longer and they absorb better, okay? So again, like I have said, if you're new to me, if you're not new to me, you guys have already heard this a million times, but essential oils are very lightweight. So when you apply them to your skin, right, they actually, more of them go into the air than they actually go into your skin if you apply them by themselves. But if you use a carrier oil, such as sweet almond oil or fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil or grapeseed oil, any of those, they actually weigh it down so it actually absorbs into your skin better. So that's why I always recommend to dilute them, whether they need to be or not. In a pinch, you could always not dilute it just to get it taken care of, but I always recommend to dilute if you can, okay? So this is going to be 1 drop of essential oil to 1 drop of carrier oil. So 1 to 1, okay, ratio. If you're using this on children or older people or anyone with sensitive skin, you're going to want to do 1 drop of oil to 2 to 3 drops of coconut oil or a diluting oil, okay? Alright, so you could also diffuse this or use it aromatically, smelling it directly from the bottle. You can place 1 to 2 drops under your tongue or take it in a capsule, and you can also use it for flavoring in your cooking. Okay, so I'm going to warn you though, fennel has kind of like a black licorice-y type taste to it or smell to it, just so you guys know, alright? Okay, so the properties of fennel is it is an antiseptic, it is a antitoxic, it's diuretic, okay? So it is also can be used as antiperspirant, okay? So antiperspirant, like a deodorant, okay? All right, so historical uses is that the Egyptians and Romans awarded garlands of fennel, okay, to praise the victorious warriors because fennel was believed to bestow strength, courage, and longevity, all right? It has been used for thousands of years for snake bites. It has been used to stave off hunger pains. So like if someone is fasting or they just got hunger pains. It's been used to tone the female reproductive system. Okay. It's been used for eye problems, insect bites, kidney complications, lung infections. So, and also to expel worms, okay? So, like intestinal worms, okay? Alright, so some French uses has been used on sluggish digestive issues. So, like if your digestive system is kind of slow, it's been used for gout, intestinal parasites. It's been used for menopausal problems, okay? It's been used for urinary stones and vomiting as well. Also pre-menopause issues as well, okay? So fennel oil can also be used for colic, okay? So you can also use it for that. It can also help to support the cardiovascular system by stimulating it, all right? So you can actually like apply it for your cardiovascular system. It's been used for digestion, which we've talked about a few different times because it actually highly supports the liver. It's been used for balancing hormones, nausea, PMS, obesity. Okay, so like when people eat, like if people are obese, they can actually use this to help curb some of their cravings, either by smelling it or by taking it internally. It's also can help by stimulating the nervous system. Okay, so there's some amazing things. So your body systems that are affected when you use fennel is your digestive system and your hormonal system. All right. So for oral, it has been found by the FDA to be safe for human consumption. So you dilute 1 drop of oil to 1 teaspoon of honey or a half a cup of milk. The milk or any other beverage, so make sure it's a half cup. For children under 6 years old, it is not recommended to give it to them internally. So from 6 years old and under, not internally. 6 to 12, highly dilute, so maybe 1 drop to a cup of milk. And then after the 12 years old, it's a little different. And then the safety data on this is that repeated use can possibly result in contact sensitivity. So like if you're putting it on topically, okay? All right. Use with caution if it's with someone who has epileptic seizures. If someone is epileptic, please use caution when using fennel. Use caution during pregnancy as well. And then the fennel blends very, very well with basil, geranium, lavender, lemon, rosemary, and sandalwood oils. Like if you wanted to like diffuse it, it blends really, really well with that. The odor is considered an intensity of 4, and it is described as sweet and somewhat spicy, licorice-like. So that is our sweet fennel. So if you guys are able to, if you are a actual doTERRA member, if you guys get your LRP order in by the 15th of 125 PV or more, you can get a bottle of our sweet fennel for free. Alright guys, so I will talk to you guys next Thursday. So next Thursday's video, we are going to be talking about, for our Behind the Bottle Thursday, we're going to be talking about Douglas fir. Douglas fir. So, make sure that you guys join us back here for, actually no, I'm sorry, we're not. We're talking about frankincense. I'm sorry. They put fir Douglas in the book, which is weird. We're going to talk about frankincense. Sorry, frankincense next Behind the Bottle Thursday. Sorry about that. So frankincense, so make sure you guys either join me, watch the replay. You can either watch this if you're in the Facebook group. You can watch it in our Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, you can also catch us on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/holisticlove1, the number 1, and you guys can catch us out there as well if you are not in the group. All right guys, see you next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Until then, bye guys.